can we acknowledge and the kind of wackadoodie energy that's been happening in the last week? Almost every person I speak to, including speaking to my own self, is like, it's been better for the last couple of days, but Sunday till like today's when no, it's today's Thursday. Sunday to like Monday, people were just reporting that they were feeling angry, down, depressed, off, a lot of self-doubt. So that was really, really up this week. So if you had a day or two like that, welcome to the club. And here is the thing that I really want to talk about today that's related to that. Now, when things like that happen, so I woke up on Sunday just like mad, just mad. I haven't woken up like that in a long time. Like I haven't felt like I was out of control, not out of control, but like my emotions had the best of me. I haven't felt like that in a while. Like Sunday, it was like, oh, this anger is running the show. And I don't even know I was mad. I was just mad. The anger was running the show. And so then the anger picked a fight with my husband. The self-doubt was running the show. And so it's been a long time since I've allowed those frequencies and those energies to run the show, but it happens. And I was like, oh, this is what I'm still capable of. It's still in there. Now, when this happens, and this is a lot with like women in their periods, like they're just like, I get like X, Y, and Z around my PMS. I get sad, I get mad, I get agitated, I get whatever it is. And yes, your hormones can bring those things out. Yes, 100%. But here's what happens when there's days like Sunday and even like PMS, it's amplifying what's already in there. It's this opportunity to go, oh shit, that lives in me. The rest of the month, I can kind of tiptoe around it or not be in it, but it lives in me. So it's only amplifying what's already there. So if you start to blame, it's just PMS. We have allowed women, honestly, to get away with that for a really long time. And yes, it amplifies, but we kind of can use it as an excuse, and not really an excuse. So it's just an opportunity to really look at what's going on. And so like when the energies are up and there's a lot going on in the energetic field and you feel off, one, there could be definite attacks happening. There's a lot of spiritual interference right now, dark interference. That is real. Whenever you have self-doubt or all these dark thoughts, 9.9999 times out of 10, it is some sort of interference. But instead of being a victim to the interference is like, oh, look, she's open. She's going to hear me. She's going to listen to me. So there's a part of you where your aura or your field is open to receive that. Emotional mastery. When you begin to master your emotions, you begin to realize that you've started to master some of the woundings that you've had. Now, everyone says that who's done the spiritual work. Oh my God, I've worked on this so many times. And now why is it back? I've worked on this so many times and it's here again. There's layers. There are some things that get in so freaking deep that there's layers, right? And then you clear a layer and you add more power. You clear a layer, you add more power. But where I want to go and where I want you to go is for us to master our internal landscape and stop becoming addicted to certain emotional states. Now, what I mean by that is there are people out there, and I used to be one of them. I was addicted. I'm freaking addicted to my self-pity. And what did that lead me? It led me into alcoholism. Self-pity and alcoholics, they like love it. They love to be, oh, poor me, poor woe is me. I'm going to drink. I deserve it. I don't want to feel this. That's what I did. I started noticing a pattern when I spent years in recovery doing AA and all that. I was like, oh my God, we're a bunch of fucking, excuse my language, self-pity junkies. We're mainlining self-pity all the time. And I realized I was addicted to it. I would get into my little self-pity, like cozy cave and just feel so sorry for myself. Man, you don't know what happened to me. You don't know what it was like. It did nothing for me but create chaos in my life. So what I want for you and for me is for us to master our internal landscapes. And how do we begin doing that? Is we start to realize those states, those frequencies that we are addicted to: scarcity, shame, guilt, sadness, depression. Where are those places that you're like, oh, I'm going to cozy up into some scarcity and fear because I know this frequency. I don't really know my power yet. I'm scared of my power. I'm scared of my light because I just don't know, but I know this. I'm going to hang out in this neighborhood. If you are addicted to some sort of emotional state, something that keeps happening and you keep cozying up into, and it comes in and you loop into it often. Mine is worry. I still cozy up to worry. So annoying, but I do. I get annoyed with myself, but I do it. That is where we pause and go, okay, it is time to break the addiction to this so that I can begin to master my internal landscape. You master your internal landscape. You get to build it brick by brick, thought by thought, everything. And then when you do and you create the internal castle and temple that you want to have, your outside world is it's gonna match it. I forget the quote, but it's something like, I think it's Joe Dispenza, like something like, the world doesn't give you what you want. The world gives you how you are showing up. Basically, it's not what you want, it's how you're showing up. How you be is how the world responds to you. And if you be angry, you're going to receive anger. If you be scarce, you're going to receive scarcity. And it's like, it's up to us to create that internal landscape, create the world that you want on the inside, so you can create the world that you want on the outside. And it starts with starting to look at those places where you're emotionally addicted. Now, when you get to a place like a day like last Sunday, or there's weeks where you just feel off, shake it off, literally shake it off, learn from it and go, okay, I'm going to clear it. And then I'm going to get into more power. I'm going to get into more mastery. I'm going to get into more understanding of who I am. We are being called spiritual warrior time right now. It is on right now. You are being called to become the master of who you are and who you want to be. Let's do this. Let's do this. As the world is doing what the world is doing, do what you're going to do. You get to be in the temple of who you are, which is beautiful, powerful, amazing, smart, all of the things. And I'm sending you so much love. All right, my name is Beth Osmer, and I will see you on the next video.